Madridistas, prepare yourselves. Real Madrid might be on the verge of executing one of the most strategically intelligent moves in recent years, a decision that could shape not only the club's future but also the trajectory of one of the most promising young talents in world football. Gilberto Mora, a prodigious 16-year-old attacking midfielder from Club Tijuana, has emerged as a name that resonates far beyond the borders of Mexico. His meteoric rise in Liga MX has captured the attention of scouts and decision-makers across Europe, positioning him as one of the brightest prospects in the Americas. This is not just a story of potential, it is the prelude to what could become a global footballing phenomenon. The narrative surrounding Mora is compelling. He made his professional debut at just 15 years and 10 months old, becoming one of the youngest players ever to step onto a first-division pitch in Mexico. Since then, his development has been nothing short of extraordinary. In only 8 official matches, Mora has already recorded 3 goals and 1 assist, numbers that are impressive for any player, let alone one so young. Yet his statistical output is only part of the story. Mora possesses a footballing intelligence that belies his age. He reads the game with an almost uncanny ability to anticipate defensive movements, find pockets of space, and orchestrate play in high-pressure situations. His vision, creativity, and composure make him a player not only capable of shining domestically but one with the potential to excel on the European stage. It comes as no surprise that elite European clubs are monitoring him closely. Arsenal and Chelsea in England, and even Barcelona in Spain, have reportedly dispatched scouts to observe Mora firsthand. However, Real Madrid appears uniquely positioned to secure his services. The difference lies not only in financial capability but in strategic foresight and institutional experience. Madrid is not a club that simply observes talent, it meticulously plans for it, constructs a developmental roadmap, and executes with precision. While others are content to speculate, the Madrid hierarchy can offer Mora a concrete project, an opportunity to integrate into one of the most prestigious clubs in the world, surrounded by champions, with the prospect of competing for major titles from the outset. Gilberto Mora exemplifies exactly the type of player Real Madrid targets in its youth scouting, a combination of raw skill, tactical awareness, and high-ceiling potential. This is not a gamble, it is a calculated investment. The club has a long history of scouting, nurturing, and developing young talents from the Americas into global stars. Players arrive at Valdebebas, are carefully integrated into the training routines, and gradually transitioned into first-team action, many ultimately leaving a permanent mark on European football. Mora's technical skills, agility, creativity, and understanding of the game align perfectly with Madrid's developmental philosophy. Playing for Real Madrid offers more than infrastructure or prestige. It offers a developmental ecosystem unlike any other. For a prodigy like Mora, the chance to train daily alongside world-class talent, receive mentorship from experienced coaches, and gain exposure to high-stakes competitions like La Liga and the UEFA Champions League is transformative. It accelerates growth not just physically and technically but also mentally, instilling a winning mentality essential to thrive at the highest level. Madrid's environment rewards adaptability, intelligence, and professionalism, qualities Mora already demonstrates at a remarkably young age. Of course, obstacles remain. FIFA regulations prevent players under 18 from relocating internationally to play professionally. Yet this challenge presents an opportunity for strategic patience. Real Madrid can continue to monitor Mora's progress in Mexico, tracking his development, evaluating his tactical versatility, and preparing a tailored integration plan. By the time Mora turns 18, he would arrive in Spain fully prepared to compete at an elite level, reducing risk and maximizing the likelihood of immediate impact. Madrid's history of carefully timing such moves underscores their ability to turn regulatory challenges into strategic advantages. From a tactical standpoint, Mora is a modern attacking midfielder with a rare blend of creativity, vision, and finishing ability. He thrives in dynamic offensive schemes, capable of linking play between midfield and attack, exploiting defensive gaps, and creating scoring opportunities both for himself and his teammates. His positional intelligence allows him to operate effectively in multiple attacking roles, making him compatible with Madrid's preferred style of play, which emphasizes ball retention, rapid transitions, and collective pressing. Observers have already noted his composure in tight spaces, deft dribbling, and ability to maintain tempo under pressure, all hallmarks of players who succeed in top European leagues. Securing Mora would be more than a footballing acquisition, it would be a strategic statement. First, it would affirm Real Madrid's unparalleled capacity to identify and secure emerging talent ahead of competitors. Second, it would signal the club's commitment to long-term planning, investing in a player capable of impacting the team for years while simultaneously cultivating a pipeline of talent for Mexico and broader Latin America. The symbolic and strategic importance of such a signing extends beyond the field. Mora could become a gateway for future scouting and recruitment in regions rich with untapped potential. When Gilberto Mora turns 18, his arrival at Real Madrid is expected to be more than ceremonial. He will don the iconic white jersey, stepping onto the Santiago Bernabéu with a clearly defined developmental trajectory, debuting in La Liga, gaining exposure in the Champions League, and following in the footsteps of other young stars who arrived with fearlessness and left an indelible mark. The signing would exemplify Madrid's strategic vision, combining patience, planning, and execution to secure one of the most sought-after young talents in world football. Beyond immediate sporting impact, Mora's potential arrival carries broader implications. It strengthens the ties between Real Madrid and Mexican football, offering young talents a tangible pathway to elite European football. This could enhance Madrid's scouting network and influence in Latin America, positioning the club as the preferred destination for ambitious young players seeking structured development and international exposure. For Mora, this environment maximizes every opportunity for growth, from skill refinement to tactical intelligence, ensuring that he evolves into a player capable of thriving under the immense expectations of Madrid's fanbase. In sum, this is a pivotal moment. Real Madrid has the chance to preempt rivals, secure a once-in-a-generation talent, and reinforce its legacy as a club capable of identifying and nurturing future stars. The anticipation among supporters is understandable. Gilberto Mora is not merely a potential signing. He is an investment in the club's future, a testament to strategic vision, and potentially the next figure to write his name into the storied history of Real Madrid. In the coming years, as he steps onto the Bernabéu pitch, Mora may well become emblematic of a new generation of players, technically brilliant, tactically intelligent, and mentally resilient, ready to define the next era of world football. Real Madrid's scouting horizons have never been limited solely to Latin America. While South America remains a traditional hunting ground for emerging football talent, Europe, particularly Lisbon, has increasingly become a fertile ground for discovering young stars capable of making an immediate impact at the highest level. One such talent now emerging on the radar of the Santiago Bernabéu is the young Portuguese centre-back Gonzalo Oliveira, currently plying his trade at Benfica. Oliveira is beginning to resonate strongly with Madrid's scouting network, not merely as a player of promise, but as a prospect whose profile aligns almost perfectly with the club's long-term strategic vision. Standing tall and naturally left-footed, Oliveira embodies the modern central defender archetype. His physical presence allows him to dominate aerial duels, while his composure and technical ability make him a natural fit for teams that prioritize building play from the back. He possesses a keen understanding of spatial positioning, reads the game intelligently, and demonstrates a level of tactical awareness uncommon for a player of his age. These qualities make him not only defensively reliable but also a versatile asset capable of adapting to multiple formations, whether in a traditional back four or a three center-back system, something highly valued in contemporary elite football. Oliveira's reputation is not built on speculation alone. He has been repeatedly highlighted as one of the most promising graduates of Benfica's esteemed youth academy, an institution with a storied history of producing world-class talents. Benfica's track record with young defenders, players who have successfully transitioned to Europe's elite leagues, adds credibility to the claims surrounding Oliveira's potential. Even José Mourinho, a coach renowned for his insight into Portuguese football and his ability to identify young talent with elite potential, has reportedly singled out Oliveira for his exceptional promise. Mourinho has praised not just his technical and physical attributes, but also his mental resilience, leadership qualities, and capacity to perform under pressure, all traits that can help a young player thrive in one of football's most demanding environments. The alignment between Oliveira's characteristics and Real Madrid's transfer philosophy is striking. Madrid has consistently prioritized young, high-potential players who possess the ability to develop into long-term pillars of the squad. While rival clubs, Barcelona among them, may lean on highly visible meetings or media-driven gestures to signal their interest, Real Madrid operates with a combination of financial firepower, meticulous scouting, and strategic patience. Oliveira, whose contract with Benfica extends until 2029, is an ideal candidate for this approach. Benfica is under no immediate pressure to sell, allowing Madrid the time to conduct thorough assessments, plan negotiations, and ultimately execute a transfer at a moment that maximizes both sporting and financial outcomes. Beyond immediate squad needs, the potential acquisition of Oliveira speaks to Real Madrid's broader sporting philosophy. The club seeks not merely to plug current gaps, but to assemble a team that can dominate both now and for years to come. For Oliveira, joining Madrid would represent the opportunity to enter a world-class football environment, surrounded by elite players and coaches, with the pressure and challenges necessary to accelerate his growth. Madrid has a proven record of integrating Portuguese talent successfully, from Cristiano Ronaldo and Pepe to Fabio Coentrão, providing a roadmap for Oliveira to follow in the footsteps of those who not only adapted to La Liga but became central figures on the European stage. Tactically, Oliveira's profile offers distinct advantages. Modern football increasingly demands central defenders who are not just physically dominant but also capable of initiating attacks, contributing to possession play, and providing tactical flexibility. A left-footed centre-back with ball-playing skills is a rare commodity, and Oliveira's ability to switch play, carry the ball out of defense, and maintain composure under high-pressing situations significantly enhances Madrid's defensive and offensive dynamics. Moreover, his versatility ensures that he could seamlessly integrate under different managerial strategies, adapting to variations in pressing intensity, defensive line height, or formation changes without losing effectiveness. Financially and strategically, the deal also fits within Madrid's long-term vision. By targeting a player still under contract for several years, Madrid can approach negotiations from a position of patience and control, ensuring that the club secures a talent of high potential without overpaying under pressure. Oliveira's addition would not merely fill a positional need but would represent a considered investment in the club's defensive continuity, ensuring the squad remains balanced, competitive, and future-proofed for years to come. Madrid's management understands that securing a player of Oliveira's profile is about more than immediate returns. It is about shaping the trajectory of the team for a decade, maintaining defensive solidity while nurturing the next generation of elite performers. Historically, Real Madrid's relationship with Benfica has proven beneficial for both parties. The club has successfully recruited Portuguese talent in the past, navigating the complexities of transfers from one of Europe's most prestigious academies with precision. Players like Pepe and others demonstrated that with the right preparation, a young Portuguese defender can adapt rapidly to the pressures and demands of the Bernabeu. Oliveira's potential transfer fits into this historical context, a calculated move designed not just to acquire talent, but to strengthen the club's long-term tactical and strategic posture, ensuring that future Madrid squads maintain the right balance of personality, technical proficiency, and adaptability. In conclusion, Gonzalo Oliveira represents more than just a promising footballer. He embodies a strategic opportunity for Real Madrid to reinforce its defense with a left-footed central defender of exceptional potential, groomed to flourish in one of the most demanding football environments in the world. His combination of physicality, technical ability, tactical intelligence, and psychological resilience aligns perfectly with the club's vision of sustainable success, building a team capable of competing at the highest level today while laying the groundwork for a dominant, future-ready squad. Signing Oliveira would therefore not be a mere transaction. It would be a masterstroke of planning, scouting, and execution, ensuring that Madrid remains at the forefront of European football for years to come. Madridistas, brace yourselves, because the third piece of news on the table today has the potential to shake the foundations of Spanish football and alter the trajectory of Real Madrid's next decade. Nico Williams, the electrifying young star of Athletic Club, could be donning the iconic white shirt far sooner than anyone anticipated. This is not merely a transfer rumor. It is a story about strategy, ambition, talent, and the intricate chess game of elite football. Nico Williams, whose rise over the past few seasons has been nothing short of meteoric, has attracted the attention of Spain's top clubs, and indeed Europe at large, thanks to his blistering pace, technical prowess, and mature decision-making on the pitch, which belies his relatively young age. Despite having recently extended his contract with Athletic Club, it is crucial to understand that this renewal does not signify a closed door or a lack of ambition on his part. Far from it. The contract extension was a meticulously calculated move, one that protects the club financially, increases his market valuation, and provides breathing room for negotiations, without altering Nico's personal aspirations. In essence, Athletic has safeguarded its interests while Nico continues to harbor the dream of taking the next step to a world-class club. And among all possible destinations, Real Madrid, with its unparalleled history of nurturing young talent into global superstars, stands out as the pinnacle. The context surrounding Nico's potential move is critical. Barcelona, a club historically keen on securing emerging talent from across Spain, has expressed consistent interest. Yet, financial realities constrain the Catalan club. Barcelona operates under the pressure of balancing books, selling assets, and juggling high wages, a process often complicated and slow. In contrast, Real Madrid enjoys a level of financial autonomy and stability that allows for decisive action. The club does not depend on offloading players or negotiating complex deals to make high-value signings, giving it a distinct strategic advantage in the market. Simply put, while Barcelona is forced to calculate every move with caution, Real Madrid can act swiftly and assertively, demonstrating the kind of decisiveness that has historically defined the club's most successful periods. Central to this scenario is the vision and acumen of Florentino Perez. When the president identifies a player who fits the blueprint of Real Madrid, his approach is meticulous, forward-thinking, and often transformative. Nico Williams checks all the boxes that the club seeks in its next-generation talents: youthful exuberance, explosive speed, the ability to break defensive lines, La Liga experience, and the international pedigree of representing Spain at the senior level. Moreover, his arrival could facilitate a smooth transition for players such as Rodrigo, whose tenure at the Bernabeu may be approaching its twilight. This is not merely a tactical signing, it is a strategic maneuver to ensure continuity, reinforce the squad's depth, and secure long-term competitiveness. From a footballing perspective, signing Nico Williams is far from a reckless gamble. It is a calculated investment in talent with immense upside. His attributes, blistering acceleration, one-on-one skill, intelligent spatial awareness, and fearless tackling, position him as a raw diamond ready to shine on the world stage. In the context of Real Madrid's system, under a coach capable of blending youthful energy with tactical discipline, Nico has the potential to evolve rapidly into a global star. Every match at the Santiago Bernabeu would become not just a game but a showcase of his abilities, ambition, and capacity to shoulder responsibility in high-stakes moments. His speed on the wing, ability to exploit spaces, and daring in attack could create a new dimension in Madrid's offensive play, challenging opponents' defenses in ways that few players currently can. Beyond the footballing logic, the psychological impact of this potential signing cannot be overstated. Snatching a player of Williams' caliber away from Barcelona would be a statement of intent, a symbolic and strategic victory over one of Real Madrid's historic rivals. It would demonstrate that the club not only competes fiercely on the pitch, but also dominates the strategic landscape of European football. The message is clear: Real Madrid is the club where top talents aspire to play, a place where dreams are realized, and a stage is provided to reach the pinnacle of the sport. In terms of branding, prestige, and market influence, acquiring Nico Williams would reinforce the club's authority, signaling to players, fans, and competitors that Madrid remains at the apex of football power. Moreover, consider the broader implications for squad dynamics and tactical flexibility. Nico Williams is not a simple replacement or an incremental addition. His versatility allows him to function across multiple attacking positions, whether as a right winger, a left winger cutting inside, or even an advanced forward in counter-attacking situations. This kind of multidimensional talent gives the coach the freedom to rotate players, adapt formations, and introduce fresh tactical approaches mid-game without compromising quality. The combination of his raw pace, technical sharpness, and instinctive movement off the ball could seamlessly integrate into Madrid's signature high-press, high-intensity style, creating opportunities both for himself and for established stars around him. Financially, this would not be an extravagant expense. Rather, it is a judicious investment. Williams' potential market growth is exponential, and a timely acquisition ensures Madrid secures him before prices escalate further, whether due to continued development, international exposure, or interest from multiple suitors. From a return on investment perspective, the equation is simple. The club acquires a world-class asset, enhances squad depth, and potentially avoids bidding wars that could inflate costs, all while securing a player with the right temperament for Madrid's unique pressures. Let us also examine the historical context. Real Madrid has a proud tradition of transforming young prospects into global icons. Cristiano Ronaldo, Vinicius Jr., and Fede Valverde serve as recent examples of this philosophy in action. Williams represents the continuation of this strategy. The club identifies raw talent, provides the infrastructure, mentorship, and high-level competition required to foster greatness, and in doing so, maintains a legacy of dominance. The signing is not merely about the next season. It is about shaping the trajectory of the club for years to come, ensuring Madrid's competitive edge and reinforcing its identity as a hub for the world's elite footballers. Madridistas, the stakes transcend the acquisition of a single player. This is about constructing the future of Real Madrid. By bringing in Nico Williams, the club is making a statement about its ambition, its capacity to attract young stars, and its relentless pursuit of excellence. It is about maintaining continuity, ensuring that the Bernabeu continues to witness both trophies and the emergence of homegrown and acquired talents who leave a lasting mark on football history. Each sprint down the wing, each daring dribble past defenders, and each goal scored by Nico Williams would symbolize more than individual brilliance. It would represent the club's vision, strategy, and commitment to sustaining greatness in the modern era. In conclusion, this is not merely a potential transfer, it is a strategic masterstroke in the making. Nico Williams is more than a promising winger. He is a future cornerstone of Real Madrid, a player whose trajectory could define the club's next era. With his speed, skill, mentality, and ambition, combined with the infrastructure, coaching, and prestige of Real Madrid, he has the potential to evolve into a global icon. The psychological, tactical, financial, and symbolic ramifications of this move extend far beyond the pitch, marking it as a pivotal moment in the ongoing narrative of one of football's greatest institutions. In a sport defined by fleeting opportunities and split-second decisions, this signing could be one of those rare, transformative moves that reverberates for a decade, if not longer. Nico Williams is not just a player, he is a statement. Real Madrid remains the ultimate stage, the pinnacle of ambition, and the future of football excellence.